If you want the honest truth about Pinery residences, keep watching this video. But if you want us to tell you to buy, skip this video. Welcome back to another episode of Hiker Titus Honest Truth. HT.
So if you guys have enjoyed our content so far, remember to like, share, and subscribe because it will really help us to continue and produce more honest content about property for you. And also, don't forget to scan our QR code if you guys have any property related question. It's all free of charge, so don't worry, just scan it.
Yes, scan. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today, Hiker?
So I think today we have a very special development in the east. For all the easties, I think they have been waiting for this.
Crazy crowd.
Yeah, I think so far they have had 8,000 viewers who have came down to the show freight over the first weekend of viewing. So quite high in demand, we can see.
Yeah, so we are talking about Pinery residences in Tampines because if you're tired of every agent on YouTube, on social media telling you to buy, this video is for you because we do have a differing view. So stay tuned to the end of the video and we hope that our perspective will help you to make a decision over the next weekend.
Right, if you have been in the market and waiting for Pinery residents, I'm sure they have seen this marketing headline. The starting prices of Pinery residences, which are from 1.486 or maybe 2340 PSF. So if you have seen many agents out there, when they post this starting price for Pioneer residents, all of them will say this is super cheap, must buy.
Yes.
But what do you think, that is? What are your thoughts on these prices?
I think at first glance, definitely it looks a bit attractive because looking at 2003 PSF, right? We may have to remember Bayshore, the land, they got it at 1388. There's no way that they're going to launch at 23.
Unless they are willing to lose some money.
Yeah, because imagine construction costs, all these costs, financing costs, and profit is going to cost more than $1,000.
Correct.
Right? So looking at that, right, Bayshore probably going to launch 2627, right? And then you look at Pinery, the location, everything which we'll be sharing later, it seems like it's very attractive. But the real question is Pinery a good value or is it just for buyers who might be overpaying as compared to the nearby surrounding because Tampines is a huge town?
Correct. So I think for this video, we want to do a bit different because we always tell you, stay tuned, watch to the end of the video to see if Pinery is worth buying.
We tell you now.
Yeah. So today we'll do a bit different. We will tell you the answer immediately.
Yes.
So first of all, do we think the project will do well at launch?
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay. Bye. End of video.
See you in the next one. Alright. So maybe 80% will be sold at launch. Right. This is our gut feel. Why we say so? Because we realize that Singaporeans, I think they really love their mixed development status.
Yes, because if you look at this, access to more 60 over retail units, F&B, MRT, Tampines West,
Correct.
you got good school, 1 kilometer, and moreover, you are near Bedok Reservoir Park.
Correct.
So it's like really like you play mahjong, right? You max game already. This location. But if we double click, we have to look into the pricing.
Yes, correct. So if we go back and you see the performance of Parktown, Reserve Residences, and even Lentong Modern,
Yes.
we can see that at launch, everyone sold about 70 to 80%, which is considered to be very, very good. However, right, I think the real question for our viewers, in terms of investment, will it give you the best returns? Maybe not. Right. Don't get us wrong. You will still make money.
Yes.
But if you compare to maybe if you have bought something else,
Opportunity cost.
yes, you might have better returns in the other product, which we will share if you watch to the end of this video.
Yes. So important question that we really want to ask our viewers out there who are looking at Pinery, right? To ask themselves this question: what is the purpose of you buying? Is it for own stay or is it you're going to flip once the SSD is up? Right? So if you're going to flip once SSD is up, then this is something that you have to be very careful because of the supply in Tampines.
Correct.
Overall, go according to your own objective. There's nothing wrong with buying something that is more expensive if you want to use it for your own family. It's perfectly fine because it's so convenient. Location, everything is perfect. Right? So let's begin our project analysis series, right? Whereby we will run through 4 things today.
Yeah, first will be the project details, followed by the price analysis, and we'll compare to our neighbors.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about the layout, and lastly, the profitability of integrated developments. when to buy integrated and when not to buy integrated developments. So after running through all these 4 points, maybe you have a better understanding of whether to go down to the show flat or not lah.
Because based on the first week of crowd at the show flat, I think every queue into the show flat unit is going to be like 30 to 45 minutes minimum.
Correct.
It's crazy, it's super crowded, right? So watch our video before going down, right? Preview has already started and then it will go all the way until 24th of March. After watching this video, if you are keen, you can scan our QR code. We can arrange for you to go down to the show flat with us, and of course, we would like to actually make an appointment so that you can have the best viewing experience instead of being rushed through such a big purchase lah.
Correct. So before we get into the pricing analysis, we just want to do a brief introduction of the project. We won't talk so much as usual.
Standard.
Correct. So integrated development, 588 units, 80% car park allocation, and this is Hoi Hub.
Yes.
So they have done like key residence and I think continuum.
Yes.
Right. And estimated TOP 2030 vehicle shops about 60 lah. So I think the key selling point is quite straightforward. Is basically selling you the convenience lah.
Yes. So you have everything right below your house lah, and then you want to go MRT station, downtown line, fantastic line. It's just right below Tampines West. I think go down if you want to go like to this area, maybe 25 minutes.
Very convenient.
So convenient.
But with this convenience also, most likely you have the premium price to pay as compared to your normal condos nearby lah.
Yes.
Right. So obviously you address this whether it makes sense to pay this premium for your own stay or for your investment.
So unit mix wise, right, they start from 2-bedder, 2+ study, which is the majority of the units, around 40+%, followed by the 3-bedder, which is usually for own stay, about 35%. Right, so this is similar to Parktown, right, whereby the 1 or 2-bedders, right, made up about 55% of the whole Parktown development. If you have questions about the mall, this mall is around 120,000 square feet, right? So it's about 25% bigger than what we have experienced in Lentor Modern Mall. So Lentor Modern has already opened. So if you want to take a feel, you can go down and just feel how much is 90 square feet. Pinery is 121 square feet, so it's actually going to be 25% bigger. And of course, we do have Parktown Residence. The retail side is 140+ square feet. So Parktown is going to be the bigger one, right? But because we also have to remember, Parktown unit has 1,192 units compared to Pinery 588. So half the size, but the retail mall is maybe 20% smaller. So you won't feel so densely populated or cramped.
So we also want to mention that I think when we went to the show flat, it felt like Pinery looks very similar to Parktown.
Yeah, photocopy.
Right. So in terms of development, sometimes we might feel in the resale market, people might be confused because both developments starts with the letter P, Parktown, Pinery, and they look like identical twins because from the design to the color scheme, very, very similar. So these are some pictures of the facilities of Pinery for you guys. If you want the ebook, just scan our QR code. We will send it over to you guys for free. So don't worry about it.
Yes.
And then now we go to the location.
Yep.
So for Pinery, you'll be basically surrounded by HDB.
Which is a good thing.
Yes, it is a good thing. And the MRT access will be underground link about a minute walk away. So it's very convenient.
So for view-wise, I think generally we said that it's surrounded by HDB, right? But we do have one premium view that we saw, right? Which is Block 924. There is a park opposite this Block 924, and that is around 50 meters away.
Correct.
And the next nearest HDB is around 200 meters away after the park.
A good distance.
So you have like the Block 924, if you have the mid-floor units, you can look out. It's a park, and then maybe 200 meters away, that's where going to be the HDB. So very, very good distance lah. The other units probably facing HDB standard around 70 meters away lah. Right?
Still okay.
So your TV, if you buy very big TV, the HDB neighbor can share your Netflix account with you lah.
Okay, so now let's talk about the pricing for Pinery residences.
Very important.
Correct. So for this, we assume that it will go up until the PSM of 2,600.
Maybe higher.
Yeah, maybe higher, to be honest, because Parktown also have done 2,006. So maybe the developer will feel confident. They will whack maybe 2007, 2008.
Sometimes it's like that, right? They see the crowd. Wow, everybody willing to queue 1-2 hours to go into my show flat unit, right? How will I as a seller feel?
Confident.
Then I adjust a bit lah,
Sure can sell.
plus 5%, plus 8%,
Correct.
right? Because you know that there's going to be demand. But that's where it's actually very dangerous for buyers already.
Correct.
So we try in this video to give you our 2 cents worth in terms of pricing. So let's go with 2006, but possibly it might even go higher to 2007.
Correct. So I think if you think about it, 2006, 2007, for them to be profitable in 4 years' time, they have to sell at 3,000 PSF.
Oh, I cannot think about this.
So 3,000 PSF. So in 2020, so
2030.
in 2030, so the PSF in Tampines will be 3,000, which means CCR might be 3,800 to 4,000 PSF. Wow, that's how.
Wow, how I headache then, because it seems like just like 1-2 years ago, right? That 2000 was the benchmark that people feel that wow, cannot 2000 very expensive. Now it's already like 2005, 2003 is cheap.
Yes,
Wow.
correct.
So demand is really strong. There is really a lot of buyers out there really wanting to buy house. So we always ask this question: where all this money come from? I think generally, right, we have to really give it to our government.
Yes.
Right? Economy is doing well, income is going up, right? That's why people are going in to buy houses at these prices. Not forgetting we have this 55% TDSR.
Yes,
That
correct.
means really they can afford one. It's not really like anyhow proof that your affordability. Really your income can support this loan one, which is quite crazy lah.
It shows the buying power of really the upper class Singaporeans in Singapore. To be
Yes,
honest.
yes.
So I think also if you go back 4-5 years, I think when I first entered the industry, I think if you think about 2325, it gets you places like Ang Mo Kio, Farrer Park near MRT, or even a freehold at East Coast.
Yes.
I think Amber Park was selling at that price at that
Oh,
point.
nice. Amber Park, nice.
Amber Park was a freehold. Now you fast forward to today, the same PSF gets you a unit at Tampines. Nothing wrong with Tampines.
Yes.
But of course, it's the outskirts. You compare Tampines to East Coast, obviously you will choose East Coast.
Yes.
So what this shows, like what Titus have mentioned, the market is really hot. I'm sure a lot of agents are also telling you the same. But these are just pure numbers. So remember to buy your property, guys, before it gets too expensive. If you do not want to buy resale or new launch, still can buy resale. Just scan our QR code and we'll get in touch with you guys. Free consultation. Do not worry, okay? Free consultation.
So moving on, if we were to compare the pricing of Pinery, right, we will be comparing to the two nearby in Tampines North area, right, which is TNET, EC, and then Parktown. Because Parktown is going to TOP the same time around with Pinery. And TNET, the MOP period is going to be 2030 and 2031. Of course, we do have another two EC in Tampines. One is Aurea, and then the other one is Riviera, just beside Pinery. Both days, the MOP period will be pushed back another 2-3 years, around 2033, thereabouts.
Correct.
So for this window between 2030, 2031 to 2033, 34, right, got to be very careful because we are going to talk about this golden period of window for people in binary to exit.
Correct. Because the exit strategy is the most important. Because if not, you do not know who are your competitors in the resale market, you will struggle to sell. So now we move on to the potential price range of Pinery, and we also compare to our direct competitor, which is at Parktown.
Yes.
So we assume it will move all the way to 26 PSF. So for two bidders, depending on the size, starting price is about 1.486. If it goes to 26, then it's about 1.7.
Yes.
Parktown did about 1.55 to 1.759. So basically, lower floors is cheaper for Pinery, but higher floors is about the same price. Okay.
2 bedroom plus study, right, around 700 square feet. Right, the lower floor probably will start around 1.66, and then the higher floor about 1.82.
Correct.
So we compare to Parktown, right, which is 1.75 to 1.99. Actually, this gives us the best value because you see the lower floor is around 100 over 1,000 cheaper to the higher floor, maybe up to 150,000 cheaper.
Correct.
So this one is our star buy in terms of the layout for Pinery versus Parktown based on entry price.
Correct. I think also we will share the layout. The 2+ study is the best for all the two bidders. Now we move on to the 3 bidder. The entry price for Pinery is about 1.93. If it goes to all the way to 26, is about 2.267 for maybe the biggest size at 872 square feet. Parktown, similar 3 bidder is from 2 to about 2.266. So yet again, the lower floors slightly cheaper, the higher floors all around the same pricing.
Okay, so for the 3 premium, which is around 1,000 square feet, right? The starting price for Pinery is around 2.35 to around 2.65 low to high floor. Park down starting also 2.35, but the higher floor went up to around 2.75. So the higher floor Pinery versus Park down is around 100,000 more expensive.
Correct.
So actually, based on 3 bedroom, 1,000 square feet, 2.6, 2.7, there is actually somewhere else in Singapore you can actually get up to 4 bedder, right? Which, if you want to know more about this, scan our QR code. We will review where is this 4 bedder, right? Only to you if you scan our QR code.
And I think this 4 bedder also, right, supply down there is very, very low.
Not bad, eh? Actually, the 4 bedder is not bad.
And it's very important when it comes to supply, it must be as low as possible if you want to maximize the profit. So scan our QR code if you want to know where is it. So now we move on to the 3 bedder plus study. Starting price about 2.5. It goes to all the way to 2.74 if you DSF at 2.6. Park down in terms of pricing, the low floors around the same, 2.56. Highest is about 2.9. So the higher floor, there might be a gap of yet again 150K lah.
Yes. Quite consistent. You
Yes.
see lower floor about the same price, higher floor maybe Park down will be more expensive by 100 to 150K.
Correct. But like we mentioned, it might go to 2.7, 2.8, then you'll be the same price as Park down already.
Yes.
So for the 4 bedder, the entry level is about 2.722 for Pinery, and you will go up to maybe about 2.9. And for Park Town is about 2.85 to 3.58. So for Park Town 4 bedder only got one type, which is the 4 bedder plus bomb shelter.
Okay.
But for Pinery there's a few. So I think that's why the price range for Park Town 4 bedder is slightly higher.
But Park down the 4 bedder is big lah.
Yes, it's super big. That's why the price point is super high.
Okay.
Now we move on to 4 bedder plus study, which Parktown does not have. So starting price about 2.84 to about 3.21.
Yes.
So I think this is the same price as the Parktown 4 bedder. So if you can get the plus study, is
It's good.
value for money. Then last is the 4 bedder Lux plus study, 3.2 to about 3.6 lah. So I think in summary, the 4 bedders are better price at Parktown because for the same price you get an additional study space in Pinery. So if you have the chance to buy the 4 bedder, do it. Just be mindful of the price jump on the booking day lah.
You also have to be mindful Tampines, right? It's a homestay location. Right. So if let's say you have something very rare, which in one of our video we talk about rare units in treasures like Tampines, right? 5 bedroom units making up to $1 million. Because that is something that someone who stay in a 5 room flat or EA, right? They don't want to compromise the size. So they are looking at things like that in the area, which the bigger units will have that rarity lah. For Tampines, this kind of area.
And I also found out recently in Pasir Ris 8, I think they are 4 bedder or 5 bedder. No one has sold it before. So everyone, like you say, everyone just buy for own stay and they don't sell.
Yes.
But if you have the reverse thinking, then you can buy for investment and then flip at TOB.
Yeah, so imagine your Pasir Ris example, right? The 4-5 bedder, nobody sell. You come out with one unit, you put on the market. I will tell you the price that you will be able to fetch is quite crazy because all the demand will be looking at your one and only unit that you have in the market.
Low supply, high demand.
Yes.
Best case scenario. Okay, now we will move on to the tenant pricing. So what you see here are the prices that they have purchased back then and launched. So for 3 bedder, the average is about 1,005 PSF to as high as 1,008 PSF.
Okay.
And then for 4 bedder, is from 1,005 to about 1,006 PSF.
Yeah, so we just take average 1,007.
Correct. So maybe when they sell in 2030, they expect maybe about 500 PSF in terms of profit minimally.
Yes.
So now we can see that their selling price for tenant maybe is about 2,000. Yeah.
2,002.
Correct. So that this price range, right, is already planned by who, Titus?
Today in Parktown, in Pinery, today in 2026 you buy, that is the price you are buying.
Correct.
But TNEC is selling you 5 years later at today's price.
Correct. So this is the thing that we want to caution you guys if you guys are buying Pinery or already have bought Parktown.
Yes.
Is because these owners, they bought at a much lower price. When they sell, they can sell at your entry price.
Yes.
Right. So for you guys have to sell at 2,008, 3,000 PSF in order to make maybe the same profits.
Yeah.
But 2,800 and 3,000 in 4 years' time, I think no one has heard of in OCR.
No, like you just put a normal resale buyer lah,
Mm.
right? Buyer A looking at TNet,
Right.
which is 2002 versus Parktown / Pinery, which is
Yes.
2008.
Mm.
Let's say everything the same, layout, everything is quite similar lah, just based on the $600 DSM difference, right? 1,000 square feet, how much is that?
600K.
600K lah.
A lot.
So not many people have the extra 600K lah.
Correct.
If I have, I might be able to look at Parktown and Pinery. But if really I budget tight, I can only go to XEC, which is TNet lor.
Correct.
Mm.
Even though it's 5 years old, you spend 100K on renovation, 150K. Even you
Yeah.
spend 200K on renovation,
Mm.
it's still cheaper than you forking out the additional 600K.
Then you still got 400K.
Correct.
Can buy car.
So I think what we want to say here is that, so if you are owner at Pinery and looking to cash out at TOP, what are some of the challenges here?
You will have that golden window lah, like we say.
Correct.
Right? Once you TOP, you know your competition will be Parktown and TNet. Then you have about 18 months to 24 months of so-called the market will stabilize.
Yes.
Then once you miss this opportunity, right? Let's say in 2033 and 2034, you will have another 2 EC coming up in when they will hit their MOP, which is Aurea and Revel.
Correct.
Right? So the same theory, they will sell at your purchase price, then you will have more competition. So for own stay, I think Pinery and Parktown, no issue. But then if let's say you really want to flip, right, be very mindful, you have to really act quite swiftly within that 18 months to 24 months window lah. Right? At TOP, I'm sure a lot of attention will go to TNet. Right? And the price of TNet probably going to be better than 100 bucks. I believe lah. But once that's settled down, right, like similar to 100 pumps, once 100 pumps pricing came up, right, a little bit of more attention go back to Affinity and Gardens Residence.
Correct.
But initially, nobody want to look at Affinity because, hey, 300,000 cheaper, I go opposite, I got 100 pumps already.
Yes.
Also got Rosai 1 kilometer.
Correct.
So this will be a little bit of that same situation.
Yeah. So selling at TOP, just be mindful that these are the cheaper alternatives that might dilute your buyer's pool. So when it comes to selling, might just take a bit longer in the market. Basically.
And please don't hear this narrative of they are XTC, so yeah lah, it's different. Yours is private condo. To be honest, after 5 years later, nobody cares. No
Honestly.
difference one. Okay? EC or private is all condo.
Feels the same, to be very honest. Next up, we will talk about the layout. So we will run through briefly. So the first three are your 2-bed, 2-bath. To be honest, I'm not a fan of any of these.
Yes.
Because to be honest, nowadays developers 2-bed, 2-bath give you enclosed kitchen. But all these are
corridor.
Your galley kitchen. The worst one is your 635 because you can see here the dining, there's no designated dining. Very
island, that's a kitchen island.
Very cramped.
You chop your vegetable, then you go left side, cook already, then you come back and eat.
Not the best. Won't talk so much. We'll move on to the 2+ study, which I feel is the best in terms of all the 2 bedders.
Yes.
Yeah, this one tuck away kitchen can enclose, and then your dining, your study. Just that the storeroom here is beside your dining lah. Yeah, so just have to be mindful. You have to eat, then you want to take something out, then you have to keep moving back and forth.
Okay, so if you are looking for 3-bedder, there is a few 3-bedder compact, 807 to 872 square feet.
Correct.
Right? Ideally, the one that actually we really like a lot is the 861, right, in the middle. Because you look at that, all of them have the similar small storeroom, which I think is a Hoi Hub signature.
Yes.
Right? Similar to Key Residence, right? All are pretty okay, but then we do feel that because the first one, for the dumb-down layout, they don't have windows in the kitchen, right? Whereby the C2 and C3, 861 and 872, they do have windows in the kitchen and toilet, which is very important for own stay, I feel. But the 872, what you are paying more is just for a longer corridor for your space lah.
Some people like it for privacy, but you might pay a premium for it.
Yes.
So now we move on to the 3-bedder premium, sizing from 990 to about 1,023 square feet. So everything comes with a bomb shelter plus yard as compared to your 3-bedder compact.
Yes.
Nothing much to complain, just that yet again the bedroom size for the common bedrooms are at 8.4. Everything is below 9.
Yes.
That's the only downside lah. And besides that, the main difference between these three are the foyer area.
So the nicer, the more practical one, I think would be the middle one because the 1023 the foyer also a little bit excessive lah.
Too much, too much.
But same thing, if you like the privacy, open the door, you don't look into your unit. Some people like it for feng shui reason.
Or you have a lot of shoes, can build more carpentry there.
Yes, exactly.
So now we move on to the only 3 plus study layout. So
this is the show flat one.
Correct. This is at the show flat. Basically similar to the 3-bedder premium, just that there is a study beside the master, which you can convert into your walk-in wardrobe lah.
Yeah, so this one, if let's say your missus were to have a lot of clothes and bags, right? You bring them go and see the show flat unit. I think they will love it. The master bedroom
This
is
the
something
perfect
very
one.
nice.
So now we move on to the 4-bedder. So what you see on the left side is like the compact 4-bedder. Yet again, the rooms the common rooms are below 9 at 8.4. What is funny here, I find that is the storeroom at
Smaller.
3.4 compared to your 3-bedder at 4, the bomb shelter.
Yeah.
So you have a bigger unit type but a smaller storeroom.
Yeah, because this one is a storeroom, not a bomb shelter. So definitely the wall is thinner. Yeah, so right now, based on the harmonization rule, they have to measure from middle of the wall to middle of the wall. Right. But it's okay lah, because ultimately, if it's a storeroom, then you can change it to a storeroom or probably use it for a helper rest area.
Flexible, I guess. Okay, then on the right side is your 4 plus study. If you don't want your study, then it'll be a white landscape living, which would be very nice.
Yes.
Then we move on to the other 4 plus study, which is a slightly premium because now they are back to the bomb shelter, back to 4 square meter.
Yeah.
And that's the main difference, I think.
So very important, right? These few layouts between just now the 2 4-bedder and this 3 4-bedder, right? Is the bomb shelter you cannot touch one.
Correct.
Just now the storeroom, if you want to do modification,
Can
right? Or you can open up a bigger space. This one, the bomb shelter, you confirm cannot touch.
Yes.
Right? This is in case of what is happening around the wall, right? So we can actually just be a bit more secure and safe at home.
So this is the 5-bedder at 1,004 square feet. I think it's similar size to Parktown 4-bedder. Yes. So it's quite scary. So similar as a common bedroom, all less than 9 square meter, which is a bit set for 5-bedder. But everything else is okay. Junior master, and then you have your master bedroom at 70, which is very, very,
very nice.
So that's it for layout. Now we'll talk about investment wise. When is it time to buy integrated? And when is it time not to buy integrated?
There's a price to pay for the convenience, and what is the sweet spot?
Correct.
This is where we are going to deep dive into in the next part of this video.
Because there's a lot of people talking online saying buy the MRT, buy the shopping mall. Sure, this will give you the best returns. But now we look at this case study, Titus, between Sengkang Grand, which launched in 2019, and Riverfront launched in 2018.
Yes.
Right, so Sengkang Grand is integrated with the shopping mall and MRT.
At Bangkok MRT?
Yes. Then Riverfront is very far.
Yes.
They have a shuttle bus service, but you are facing the river.
Yes.
Yeah. So in terms of convenience, Riverfront is not the best. So if you see here, Sengkang Grand launch at average about 1,007 per square feet. Riverfront at 1,300 per square feet.
Yes.
So there is a difference about 400 per square feet at launch.
Okay, so the key question is whether this $400 difference in per square feet for your Uniqlo, for your MRT, for your size area, for your whatever convenience day to day, right? Is it worth it as compared to Riverfront residence, whereby you are saving $400 of PSF, but then you probably don't have that convenience.
Correct. So now if you were to look at Riverfront residences, the 4-bedder and the profits, the highest went up to as high as 810,000. Which is a lot, to be very honest. Right. So if we look at Riverfront, no MRT, no shopping center, they earn 800K
in 5 years.
So you will expect Sengkang Grand to earn
more,
$1 million lah.
Yes.
Right, because it's so convenient. But when we look at the profitability of Sengkang Grand, so this guy only earned 270K. So what do you think happened? Why the profit so low for integrated development?
So we take a look at the sale price of PSF, right? Sengkang Grand sold at 1,009.
Correct.
Riverfront sold at around 1,008, 1,007 plus. Let's say 1,008. So the better location actually gets a higher PSM, about $150 per square feet more.
Correct.
Which is normal, because I'm a better location.
Yes.
But we have to bear in mind, right, what was the difference in terms of entry price? One bought at 1,003, one bought at 1,007. $400 difference.
Yes.
For the better location.
Yeah.
But In the resale market, the difference is that $100 per square feet difference. So essentially, right, it's not that the price is low. It's just that this Sengkang Grand buyer, I think in our opinion, right, overpaid at 1,700 PSF when they buy.
So for Sengkang Grand, right, in order for them to earn this same 810K, they have to sell at 2378 PSF. So I think 23 in 2023 for OCR project is unheard of.
Yes.
So I think even if you look at today's transaction,
2024, right, transacted 2-1.
Still not there.
Still not there lah.
This is why when we say when it comes to buying a property, right, make sure you're buying below what others have paid for.
Yes.
So that when you sell at their entry price.
Yes, it's easier and then you can exit and then make your plans accordingly, your upgrade, your right sizing. A very quick summary of using Sengkang Grand and Riverfront, right? We can see the unit in Sengkang Grand make 217,000 as compared to an average, right? Average in Riverfront 583,000. A difference of almost close to 400,000. If we look in the middle, right, just at the purchase price PSF, you can see it's a $400 difference lah. 1,761 versus 1,359.
Correct.
The exit price, like we mentioned, yes, Sengkang Grand is going to be more expensive, but the difference is 150 lor.
Yes.
So you entry, you pay 400 more, but you exit, you only get that uplift of 150. That's where all the profits go to lor.
And the profit difference you can see is about 365K.
Yes.
What can you do with money for this?
Wow, you can buy 2 EV, I think.
So even though you stay in a far, no MRT, nothing, right? With a wise investment,
Yes.
now you can buy a car.
Monday drive BYD, Tuesday drive Tesla, then change,
Sure.
interchange.
Yeah. So remember, don't just buy because you think stay in the MRT will make you the most money. Be mindful of your entry price. If you are looking for investment, always remember entry price is king.
Yes.
So now we keep talking about don't buy integrated because it's expensive.
Is it true?
Yeah. So is it really true? We also want to understand when is it time to buy integrated development then. So
Or
now,
convenience location, connected to mall, connected to MRT.
where you want convenience and yet at the same time you want investment. When is it time to look at such properties?
Okay.
So now we go to Red Hill.
Yes.
Now we look at Atra versus Principal Garden. So Atra is right smack at Red Hill MRT.
1 minute walk away.
Yes, there is a link overhead bridge. Then below they have your shops like NTUC, your bakery and whatnot lah.
Finals.
Correct. Then we have Principal Garden. I think it's about 15 minutes walk to MRT.
Yes.
So Principal Garden, if you know, they have done well. But now we compare to Atra, does it still do well and how does it fare?
So if we were to take a look at that point of sales, right, whereby Atra and Principal Garden in 2017 onwards, right, until today,
Correct.
right, blue line we can see is Atra increased by 43%,
Correct.
which is very good lah.
Yes.
Right, Principal Garden actually went up also by only 26%. Then you'll be thinking, now the convenient location actually make more money as compared to just now Riverfront and Sengkang Grand, the convenient location make less.
So
then how to really make sense of things, right? Titus Hiker, you all say buy further away will be better. Then now further away make 26%, the good location one make 43. So we have to look at the entry price. You look at the difference in entry price for Atra, which is the better location, 1672 PSF versus Principal Garden 1703. Actually got difference.
Very small.
Yeah lah. So very small difference, I'll say minimum difference. But just now when we said, right, the resale market typically they can accept a premium for better location.
Correct.
So on exit, you can see Atra is closing in 2.4 PSF, Principal Garden about 2.15.
Correct.
So a difference of 200 PSF, which is okay.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. But now because the entry prices now we say got no difference, right?
Same.
Then you buy the better location or the far away from MRT one.
Near location.
Near location. But in the Sengkang Grand example, right, whereby the difference is $400 DSF. Sengkang Grand costs $400 more than Riverfront.
Correct.
You buy the one that gives you a safer entry price.
So at the end of the day, like what Titus had mentioned, we always talk about entry price.
Have to look at it holistically lah, not just like location and then layout. Everything must come into piece.
Correct.
Right? We are not saying that Principal Garden is not a good project. Because if you have seen one of our video, right, we will to use Principal Garden to compare layout against the Crest.
Mm.
right? And Principal Garden become the superstar.
Correct.
So everything is relative to your competition.
Yes.
That is the very, very interesting thing about real estate. You cannot just use one lens and then just say that, okay, correct. Buy big, confirm good. Buy OCR, confirm win. Right? A lot of people will say, wow, buy as big as possible. Buy OCR. You have to look at the surrounding. Like today, Pinery, the competition from Uptown, from Oriel, from Revere, from TNEP, right? And we are not even talking about the waterfront, Bedok waterfront. There got a lot of key waterfront wave, waterfront,
Yes.
go, a lot, all the Far East one, right?
Yes.
Uh,
So this is why I think we did this channel, right, Titus?
Yes.
Because we wanted to shed some light. Because I think buying property nowadays is not as easy as
yes,
buy near MRT, buy near a shopping center, buy near a good school, then that's it. Because
yes.
from what we see from our experience on the ground, that is not the case.
And our own experience, of course.
Yes, of course. If you watch his video,
Mm.
right? Because we have both bought our own private property.
Mm.
We know what are the challenges on the ground.
Mm.
So if you guys are still confused, don't worry. Right? This time we are here. We did this channel to be very upfront, try to be as objective as possible. If you guys not sure what to do, new launch or resale, just scan our QR code. We'll provide all the details. Let us know what are your situation. Then we can have a sit down and have a discussion with you guys.
So, Heike, maybe to our viewers, what will happen after they scan our QR code? I think a lot of people are afraid that they scan our QR code, get in touch with us, then we will force them to buy property.
So maybe some people have the fear that you just mentioned,
Mm.
but for us it's purely conversational.
Yes.
We will sit down, we will hear what are the issues you're facing,
Mm.
what are you trying to do, whether to buy, to sell, right? So we will also give our point of view, right? We will not hard push you guys. It's all purely from objective point of view.
Yeah, so we remember got one client, right? The first appointment we went. Then after 1 hour, we talk. They were saying that, hey, no presentation, no nothing for us. We say, yeah, don't have anything. Because today we are here just to find out.
Get to know.
We didn't prepare anything. We just go and then just want to find out if the move makes sense. Because a lot of times people say want to sell their house, but don't make sense one. Then we tell them don't sell. People say want to buy something, also don't make sense one in terms of numbers, because maybe they need to save a bit more.
So I think what we want to do is guide all the viewers out there in terms of what's the next step, so that they can better understand whether the next move is correct for them.
Yeah, so just scan our QR code. We won't buy. Don't worry, we can do it over coffee or we can do it via Zoom. Right? So that's all we have for today in our episode of our analysis of Pinery in Tampines. If you want to visit the show flat, scan our QR code. If not, we will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching Hiker Titus Honest Truth. HT. Bye.